Hi, it's the MLM for this whole channel. I do have a topic for today. Before I begin, I just would like to say, may the words and expressions of my mouth and the thoughts and meditations of my heart find favor and acceptance before you, Hashem. And this is the continuation of the series that I'm doing called Personal Stories and Practical Lessons to Learn and or Apply. And this is part number 13. So this is one for the books for sure. And it's going to be a little bit longer because it has many parts and it spanned the like a day and a half as far as what happened. So to begin with, this happened on the 20, I think it was the 20, I wrote the 26th of Teves, and I think also the 27th, so it was also the same thing. The same dates are for the Gregorian calendar, 26, 27, but it actually went to the 28th as well. So what happened was, my mom was wanting to get, I think, like some cups or something, and kept saying, go to the store, do this, do that. And then I was just thinking, well, you know, why don't we just, I just get her open up her new Amazon account. And a lot of times when you sign up new and they give you an offer like to get like Prime for, for free to try. I know I've done it, but I think for new ones, they give you for a longer period of time. And I figure like this is easier for her to do. Usually someone else in the family was doing it. But like this, she can do it on her own and, order other things. And she has kind of the ability to do what she wants. So I tried to set up, I guess this was on the 26th. I tried to set up the account. But it, for some reason, it didn't work on her phone. So I did it on my computer and I was able to do it. But then the weird thing is, I couldn't sign in on her. I was trying to sign in on her phone so then she could go on there. But for some reason, I don't know why I had I just wasn't getting it that, it wasn't actually that I was trying to put in the Amazon password, went to sign it. It was asking me for a password, but it was really for her email password, and I thought it was for her Amazon password. So I was confused until I kind of figured it out eventually on there. So finally we got in. Yay, okay. So then we signed up. Then I was able to sign her up for the 30. She got actually a 30-day free Prime trial, which was awesome. And there's no obligation. She's not going to probably sign up to continue after that. But again, that's Amazon that offers it. So she signed up for it, and then so then we wanted to order the cups. If I found cups that she wanted, plastic cups. And then we went and we put in the credit card, did all the things, whatever we had to do. And then when we tried to place the order, it asked for a verification code, and that actually goes to someone else's email in the family. And so that's kind of where this issue all kind of came to happening, what occurred after that. So the issue is that then you have to contact that person, and then they have to go to their email, and then they have to get it. So, but anyway, the person did give them the verification, the security verification. So I guess it's the credit card, and the bank was trying to just be really careful. But the account, it's weird because some members of the family have a card that all go to one account, to the primary account holder. But it seems like with this particular one, if for some reason it was going to someone else for verification, and normally I don't have to do that when I've ordered for things for my parents. So anyway, that being what it is, we did get that taken care of. So that was on, I believe that was on the 26th of Teves, which 26th of January of 25. And then I had other things she asked me she wanted to order. And then we figured let's try to do it that too. So we went ahead, found what she was looking for, and then, went to try to pay it again. And again, it asked for this security verification. So my idea was to see about switching that the email that when she gets this thing that says, because it was weird, it showed for both the item that already was ordered, and then the second one, I don't know why, if it was a regular thing with Amazon, that's what they're requiring, or the bank, but it's just very strange. So I said, well, why don't we try to call the bank, and the next day, which was the 27th of Teves, 27 January, to see if we can do that. Okay, so we finally got to it in the evening time, and first spoke to a lady named Nicole. She's very nice. Gave her information, for security, but she needed to speak to my dad because he's the primary account holder, and then get verification from him so that it'll allow her to change the email for the security verification. But then what happened was she tried it and she couldn't do it, so she put us through to the security department, and there we spoke to Heather. And then finding out from Heather, again, we gave all the security information needed, blah, 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 the same thing. But then she told us there was a lock on the account. And we were going to need to speak to another department that were actually closed. And that department is called the Rapid Detection Team. Now, what was very interesting when we were speaking to her, she told us that this lock had to do with a card that was called Advantage Aviator Red World Elite MasterCard from Barclays. I wrote it down because never heard of it in my life, and my parents were kind of dumbfounded. What is this about? We don't have any card like that in existence. And she said that card has been, it's been I guess it hasn't been canceled. It's still active, I should say, since 2001. So that's a long time. And my dad said I never used it. I don't remember that. Maybe there was some promotional thing, but he stopped using it and didn't cancel it. So long story short, what happened was, why was it locked? Because on January 23 and 24, someone had called and tried to use the card. But apparently they weren't able to, because, you have to have the right security info. When you call in, they ask for verification, certain things you have to know. And she said that, the name of the card, like I just read to you, and none of us, again, like I said, we didn't know what that was about. And the funny thing is, had I didn't do all these steps, we created the account. I wanted to create it. At first it didn't work. All these little steps that Hashem made us go through. If we didn't go through all this, and then me deciding that my mom should have the verification go to her email, because it's much easier to not have someone in the middle to have to always contact, we would have never known this. But Baruch Hashem, it didn't affect anyway, because they locked the account. What did they lock? They didn't lock the use of the card. What they locked is that you can't change anything like this in order to for the security, that you can't actually change these different things. That what we wanted to do was change the primary email that's used for verification, for security verification, before you can complete the order. Okay, so that was the situation there. So again, Hashem protected us, even though we weren't even aware of what was going on, like that this actually happened. And no one contacted my dad about this. So that was the lock. The cards are still available to use. So this rapid detection team we were supposed to call, which was the 28th of Teves. So this is spanning, I guess, almost like 2.5 days, I should say. So, and their hours were, they said 8 to 7, So, but got busy and weren't able to call earlier, which was a blessing, which you'll hear why. It's something that Hashem made happen. And so I finally was able to get to call with my mom. It was like closer to 7. I think it was almost 10 to 7. I figured, it's still before 7 p.m., so let's call. So called, and they asked for different things on the phone, for verification, and blah, 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 and the whole thing. Didn't take that long. And then it was maybe like 7 minutes before 7 or 6, I don't know. And then they said, sorry, that we're closed for the day. You'll have to call back tomorrow after 8. But that didn't make sense. It wasn't actually 7 p.m. And my mom was saying, oh, gee. And I says, no, I guess this is what Hashem wants. I stopped my mom from saying anything. I says, no, it's fine. It's all for the best. There's a reason for it. So then I decided to go online on the computer and see, maybe I would just order what she wanted with the credit card that I have in my name, because with the other credit card, it's going to ask for this whole, security verification. So when I went on the Amazon account, new Amazon account, I looked on there, and I saw this when I first signed up to her. It says, see if you qualify for a Visa Amazon Visa, and then if you do that, you get like a gift card. So I saw that again, and it said, because at first I was gonna, just use the other credit card, but when I saw this, it says, okay, what's so bad? And what was it gonna be? It was $100 free gift card, meaning you sign up for this Visa, and again, it's not an obligation to use the Visa, but that you do get the gift card. So I says, okay. So I said to my dad, well, maybe I should just try this. He says, okay, do it. So I put in her information and what they asked, different things, to see if she qualifies, and it's in 15, and they let you know in 15 seconds. So in 15 seconds, it says, you congratulations, you qualified. The gift card goes right into your account, so you could use it right away, and then you have the Visa also to use if you choose. Again, you don't have to use it, but that's the promotion. So after all this, what was the result? Now the order that you wanted to do was free, and free shipping because we have the Prime. So in the end, because this rapid detection team were not available because we called closer to the closing time when they said they were actually closed, Hashem made it, his hashgacha made it that we didn't actually even we don't need them anymore, because my mom's probably going to, she'll cancel it after the Prime after 30 days and use up the money by then, because otherwise she has to pay for shipping. So the whole thing was a big blessing from the start to finish, that we didn't know all these moving parts had to happen for her to actually get now. So the only items that were paid for from the initially were for these cups, wasn't a lot. So now she has this, Baruch Hashem, she has this free gift card to use, as she chooses, and not have to even, now we don't even have to call this rapid detection team at all, because now the solution Hashem made happen in a different way. So Baruch Hashem, that was something so, unusual to happen, and you have to always pay attention. Hashem, it's just unbelievable. I would use the word mind-blowing. These things happen constantly, and if you don't really tune in, you're going to miss them. So tune in, because that's the beauty of it. So you're like, so many things can happen even in one day that Hashem's doing, and if you don't really pay attention, you're going to miss it. And to see all this, and this happened over a span of, like I said, it happened kind of like, a few, like not quite 3 days, but it started one and the next, and it went to the next. So it's pretty amazing that, Hashem has his ways. So basically, you learn that Hashem has his ways, and don't think that all these different parts and steps you had to go through, that some maybe you thought weren't so great, or that were more time consuming, or this or that. But look what happened in the end. We had to go through different. This is the steps Hashem wanted us to go through. That it was necessary for whatever reason that He decided, right? And maybe some are a little more challenging, and some you feel you're being put this way or that, pushed this way or that way, and why, and this, and that. Don't just go with it, and just see that because this happened and then that happened as a result, and then the whole thing ended up working out. So that's the beauty of it, that no matter what, it all works out the way it's supposed to, and it's the way Hashem wants it to be. And I hope and pray that we all merit to live and see the coming of Mashiach speedily in our days, and the rebuilding of our final and everlasting base Hamikdash. Amen. And thanks for watching.